Dear students, the next video lesson from the chapter Public, Private and Global Enterprises is about departmental undertaking. Departmental undertakings. Departmental undertakings is at another the first concept from the public sector enterprises. Actually, in central and state government, a lot of public and private sectors are there. Especially here, we are going to discuss more about departmental undertakings or the different departments work under each minister in central and state government. So, departmental undertakings is created by the decision of the government, maybe central or state government, and all the activities are controlled by concerned minister. For example, finance department is there, controlled by the finance minister. Like that, a lot of different departments are there in central and the state government. So, what are the different features? It is organized and managed by a minister. All the officials will work under the concerned minister. So, it is organized and managed by a minister, IAS officers and a lot of IPS officers, different sectional officers up to the lower level employees will work under the guidance and instruction, as per the guidance and instruction by the concerned minister of that particular department. And it is financed through budget allocation. Every year there will be budget meeting, and the fund for the working of these departments through the allocation of budgets in the concern and the particular year. And the rules and the procedures for staff selection, their appointment and the service conditions are the same as that of government servants. So there will be not some agencies like Kerala PSC, UPSC, like that. They are appointing the workers or the staff in the organization. Budgeting, accounting and auditing are as applicable to government departments. All these processes, budgeting, accounting means preparing accounts, and auditing of all the books of accounts are conducted as per the government rules. Then it cannot be sued without previous consent of the government. Departmental undertakings cannot take cases against without the permission of the government. Means the concerned may be a prime minister or chief minister. Without his or her permission, they can't sue. Sue means taking case. So, departmental undertakings, in simple sense, you can develop a sentence. It is controlled and managed by a concerned minister. Finance department, education department, MHRD, like that. Lot of examples you can create for the concept departmental undertakings. So we are moving to the next area. What are the advantages of these type of organizations? So in this type of organization, the total government control helps implementation of government policies. Already we said it is under the control of the particular minister. He is managing and controlling everything. So all the activities under the government control. And what is the next advantage? There will be strict audit and legislative control, prevent misuse of public funds. Strict auditing procedure will be there to avoid the misuse of public funds. So every year there will be strict audit to verify whether there is any malpractices in the distribution of funds and its users. And it is managed by responsible government servants who keep the secrecy required in strategic and defense industries. IPS, IAS, IFS officers are controlling under the minister each and every sections in the each and every department in the country. So they are able to make secrecy of all the information, and also revenue from these undertakings are remitted in the treasury. There will be small amount of fees collected for the for providing services, and it will be remitted in treasury for the development of the country and the particular area. So that are the different advantages. Then some disadvantages are there. As we said, there will be one ministries controlling the whole department. So first disadvantage is political political interference sometimes will not help for the smooth functioning of the organization. So political unnecessary interference of the political leaders will make distractions in the smooth functioning of the departments. And what is the next one? Subject zero political changes. Subject of political changes, these undertakings cannot follow a long-term business policy. They are not maintaining any long-term business policy. It will be as per the directions of the concerned minister. Sometimes there will be over capitalization, unnecessary means a division of capital or providing of capital in the budgets for the particular department. Then lack of managerial skill and efficiency. Lack of managerial skill and efficiency is another negative. Why? Because all are not educated who is managing this type of organization. Then political consideration rather than business consideration. There will be more importance for the political leaders and their opinions rather than business consideration. Then government control inhibits purchase of raw materials and the sale of products. They are controlling every activity in the purchase and sale of products. Then absence of competition. There will be no other company or any other organization to compete with these type of departments. Only one department will be there in central and another one will be the state. So there will be absence of competition. So these are the disadvantages of departmental undertaking. And some of the important departmental undertakings in India, we have to create a lot of examples for the concept departmental undertakings. In India, All India Radio, Doordarshan, Post and Telegraph Department, Indian Railway, then lot of coach factory, Chittaranjan locomotives, a lot of organizations are there. Just go through these type of organization and you are also try to develop and find out more examples of departmental undertakings in India. So remember, as a summary, departmental undertakings are the public sector enterprises which helps for the development of the society under the control and management of a particular minister at the central and state level. So, these are all about what is the concept of departmental undertakings. We will meet in the next video lesson about the next type of public sector enterprises. So, watch and develop a small video regarding what is departmental undertakings in India. So, thank you.